Hello, my name is Isabelle Richter, and today I will be discussing an organization that has helped support 2 million people worldwide in their battle against alcoholism. And this organization is called Alcoholics Anonymous, also known as AA. So, some background information: AA was founded in 1935 by two men, Bill W. and Dr. Bob S., who were both alcoholics, and they achieved sobriety through community, fellowship, and their spirituality. And so they incorporated these things into AA's core philosophy, which is outlined in their 12 steps to recovery. And these 12 steps really emphasize faith and seeking spiritual guidance and making amends with people in members past that maybe alcoholism has negatively impacted, and just giving control to a higher power rather than having it themselves. And so the AA book was published in 1939 and really led to growth for AA, going from 2,000 members to 100,000 members in 11 years. And AA has a global presence in 180 nations, and all of the success really highlights the significance of face-to-face therapy groups. And lastly, but maybe most important, is anonymity is a very important value to AA. So my research questions, the first one is, how does anonymity exist in AA, and how do members uphold it? For my methods, conducted an interview with my uncle, who is a member of AA, which I'll refer to him as Eric C., and his friend Josh B. I conducted the interview over FaceTime because both men live in California. So, from interviewing my uncle and his friend, I really learned how anonymity is very important to AA and its organization. Members, which you may have realized I referred to all people in this presentation by only their first name and last initial, which is one way that AA upholds anonymity and fosters empathy throughout their organization for all members. And so there have been also well-known public figures like the famous model Naomi Campbell and a comedian Josh Mulaney, who have publicly announced their involvement and membership in AA. And I asked my uncle if this is a breach of trust for the anonymity, and both him and his friend said that AA views this as um, allowing people in the public to maybe consider joining AA. And then also, both men shared personal stories about how they have had to remain anonymous in terms of they've been a mentor to a new member and helping them through the 12 steps of recovery. And they work closely with someone and share personal struggles with them, but they don't know their last name, only their first name and the first last initial. Also, AA offers two types of support groups, open and closed. Open groups allow for friends and family members that are supporting their um, loved ones, and then also closed groups, which are only allowed to be AA members. And these are meetings where AA members share their personal struggles, and everything said in the room stays in the room, is what Josh B told me. And Josh B also told me that he was in a meeting where there was a man who had a hoodie on and then took off his hoodie and shared a story. And this man was actually Brad Pitt, the famous actor. And everyone in the room respected his, anonymous persona, and respected his confidentiality. And so there are famous people who, that information stays in the room. And so just the organizational structure of AA with these types of meetings, the way they refer to each other, the 12 steps of recovery, really just emphasize anonymity throughout recovery for all members through these 12 steps. So, in researching Alcoholics Anonymous, I learned about how it is very unlike other shadowed organizations by the way that it really embraces anonymity in order to help its members through recovery. And one recommendation I have for communication research would be to explore how AA communicates with atheist or skeptical members throughout their recovery process, because the 12 steps are very faith-based. And my uncle said that on step 2, a lot of members who aren't religious or spiritual do quit. And then also how celebrities may help addicts' willingness to join. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope you learned something about shadowed organizations like AA. Thank you.